Hey, we are live. Hey, folks, thanks for tuning in to the Vamp Podcast. I am your host, Mike Lafferty, and that is our obligatory opening music that assures you you're listening to a high-quality, high-production values podcast.
Artisanal, some might say.
Artisanal, handcrafted, made with love, just like Mom used to do. And we have Brian Shutter here today to tell us about Neon Lords of the Toxic Wastelands.
Hello, thanks for having me here.
Oh, thanks for joining, sir.
Oh, no problem. So you want to know about Neon Lords, eh?
And here is your beautiful
cover.
It
is. Yep, that is the cover of the first edition Kickstarter one.
That is some cool art, man. It's got a very kind of 80s sort of punk vibe to it.
Oh yeah, that was like 80s 90s Games Workshop, and then like the punk aesthetic, and then Dungeon Degenerates, Goblin Code. That was kind of like a huge influence for sure. Like that vomit punk kind of look we're going for.
Well, that's cool. Hey, let's pump the brakes just for 1 second. Let's say I am an innocent, wide-eyed viewer who stumbled onto this podcast somehow, and I'm like, what is Neon Lords of the Toxic Wastelands? What's your elevator pitch for this game?
So we say gonzo, vomit punk, post-apocalyptic cassette futurism tabletop role-playing game. It's like a word salad of a billion different things. So yeah, so it's like essentially like if the apocalypse happened in 92, the technology stayed the same, but then like advanced from there. So like tape decks and stuff can like browse the strange internet that they have like in dungeons and stuff. And then like just like science fantasy that you don't have to explain how it works. It just works.
So you can go find an internet cafe or the ruins of one in a dungeon somewhere, and that's how you can get to whatever's left of the internet kind of thing?
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, that's pretty cool. And now the rule set is based on one of the old Dungeons & Dragons rule sets?
Yep, it's based on the basic edition.
All right, sweet. So OSR. Well, I'm going to go ahead and start paging through the PDF. And I got to say, this looks like just a whole shitload of fun. I just love the vibe from the cover.
Thank you.
What is new? What is going on with this product?
So the bad problem to have is we ran out of copies, so we had to go to Kickstarter to get a second printing. So that goes live August 15th.
I love the Nintendo-esque kind of like strip there on the bottom.
Oh yeah, the Genesis logo. Yeah, it's like a 90s in your face Genesis ad campaign is like the best thing to me. It was like something that'll never happen again, and it encapsulates the 90s and late 80s like perfectly.
I gotta say, Mutants and Mullets, that is a great title.
Yeah, I wish we thought of that before Neon Lords. I would have definitely just called the game Mutants and Mullets, I think. But I don't know actually, like thinking about it, because yeah, Mutants and Mullets, but it's kind of throwaway. It's like you could probably Google Mutants and Mullets and a bunch of things will come up. But if you Google Neon Lords of the Toxic Wasteland, only one thing comes up.
Yeah, fair enough. Just as a guy who used to have a mullet, I have special affection in my heart for that. So
awesome.
So Kickstarter, August 14th, August 15th?
Yep, 15th.
Sweet. Do we have a link for that?
There is one. I can pop it in this chat real quick.
Yeah, pop it in the chat, and I'll cut it down.
Yep.
You can make a tiny URL and throw it up in the banner and put it in the show notes.
That's how we play, bro. That's how we play.
That's how we roll. So, all right. Well, hey, tell me about this game. Tell me what kind of, I'm guessing this is a game you've played a lot yourself. What kind of adventures have you run or played in?
So it goes the whole gamut, so you could run essentially like we've run like Rent-A-Cop style, like going door to door, finding drug dealers in like the mega cities, to like Wasteland Outpost in the desert, Mad Max style games, to like temple run, dungeon crawl. Like there was like hostage situations on boats out like outside of Frogtown, like just anything. It's kind of like we built it kind of with the idea that you can run anything you want in it. Like you could even do low fantasy, high fantasy, realistically if you wanted, like cyberpunk ideas, Mad Max style games, just anything you really want.
Sweet. We got kind of this Star Wars crawl here, one of your early pages, and I'm guessing this was meant to be read sort of like a late 80s, early 90s wrestler.
Yeah, absolutely. The actually like on the Kickstarter, I read it like a like the Conan scroll in the beginning of the first Conan movie, kind of.
Do you have a good
Not at all.
what's that?
Oh, not Randy voice?
No, Max von Sydow.
No. I wish.
Do you have a good Randy voice?
No. It's like just like so. I don't know. I'm not really too happy with it, but it's whatever.
We know professional voice actors.
Oh, really?
We might even have one on this podcast right now.
Well, damn. Well, I wish I knew.
Well, do you want to do a quick take on this bit of dialogue?
How am I doing it?
I was going to suggest like Hulk Hogan or Randy Macho Man Randy Savage, but Brian, I will defer to your judgment.
Yeah,
on this
either one's great. Like,
and out of these dark times came the gnarly age, a time where humanoids no longer feared the evil of the wastelands. Now they take up arms against the mutant overlords, and slime-ridden horrors lay within the ruins of the forgotten world. Like something like that.
Yeah, that's perfect.
That
Over the top.
That was
Fantastic.
beautiful.
Yeah,
I do what I can. I didn't get to play with much voices in the latest installment of Hard Target this week, so I had to, I had to play it up a little bit.
Very cool.
Nice. So same book, just second printing. So if people want to,
yeah. So in that book right there, there's 3 adventures I added to it. So those are getting stripped out, and then a whole new adventure is getting added, and then just a lot of quality of life, like some edits that I missed, or like some proofreading that slips through the cracks when it's a 250-page book and you're trying to figure it out by yourself.
Gotcha, man. So are we calling this the Ultimate Edition, the Improved Edition, the Silver Edition? Is there a fancy name for it?
No, I didn't think of that.
Well, you haven't launched a Kickstarter yet, so you could think of
something.
No,
yeah. So, yeah, I'm definitely stand by for that one for sure.
Gotcha.
Punishment 90 says, "What have I done?"
We could also call it the, you could call it the re-exposed, because you're re-exposed to the radiation, or.
Yeah. I mean, there's like a billion things, like hypercharged.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Irradiated edition. Yes, that's what we're talking about.
Hypercharged, mutagenic, ultraviolet radiated edition. Something like
that works. So tinyurl.com/neonlords is the tiny URL version of the Kickstarter link. You can hit that and sign up to be notified when it goes live, which sounds like in about 3 weeks from what you're saying.
Yep, kind of just ironing out all the minor details now, figuring out the add-ons and the stretch goals and all that good stuff.
Sweet. So you're adding a new adventure, you said.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, man, you're all good. Can you tell us about the adventure?
Yep. So it is a parody of the 80s, 90s Games Workshop game called Space Hulk, but we're calling it Space Bulk, where it is essentially a giant space trucker that gets stuck in a chaos storm and resurfaces 20 years later. But it was hauling presidential grade quality workout supplements. So then everybody on the ship is mutated into like various muscularity degrees. I guess that's not even really a word, but. So then, so like the Scumdog crew, like Scumdog is what we call like adventurers, get outfitted to escort like a scientific crew to find out why the ship has returned. But that's like the main part. But then it's gonna have tables and the ability to make your own space bulks. So like not everyone's gonna be the same. So you can roll on random rooms, and there's gonna be different space bulk hooks and. Like you can name it, and there's this name generator and all that good stuff.
That's cool. Now, are the space bulks in outer space, or are they crash landed on Earth, or?
So either one. You could either have it. This one happens to just like have like resurface. Well, not resurface, but shown up like in the Earth's atmosphere. But like, yeah, you could have them like crash landed, like out in the wastelands.
Sweet. So kind of a postmodern, post-apocalyptic kind of dungeon crawl. I like that. I love that you have a random generation table for haircuts.
Yeah, just
That is awesome.
Yeah, your hairstyle matters. Like every hairstyle gives you a game in-game effects.
What happens if you're bald?
It's in there. You'd have to see. It's like the next spread shows you like the different hairstyles.
Okay, yeah, number 6. That's the mountain man. No hair on top, lots of hair on the bottom. Or 8.
Yeah.
I think that's probably you, Walt, Texas Ranger.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's me all day long.
Okay, let's see if I can zoom in. It's Dropbox. I probably can't, but the Texas Ranger, number 8. With this burly beard, you fear no mutant. In fact, you relish in the idea of kicking them square in the chest. The Texas Ranger grants you the roundhouse attack, 1d push damage, 5 feet. Also, once a day, you can spout off a cheesy Texas Ranger inspired line to roundhouse kick as a bonus action. Oh, I love that, man. That is awesome.
So heavily inspired by certain Chuck Norris stuff.
Yeah.
Sounds like it. Oh, wow. And there are more. Oh, there are at least 2 hairstyle tables.
Yeah. So like if I know that's, I don't know if on Dropbox you can look, but yeah, it's like a. Yeah, I got the book right here. It's like a.
Here, hold on. I got it PDF. So.
Oh, I'm zooming in. I just found the plus button, so I'm zooming in a bit.
All right.
What were you want me to zoom in on?
Oh, no, I was just gonna show you like, so it's like a full on like spread.
All right, hang on. Let me make you a solo layout.
There you go.
There you
Yeah.
go.
So
Yeah.
like it doesn't like one page to one page doesn't do it justice. Like the whole.
That is beautiful.
Yeah, definitely one of my favorite parts.
That is, that's really cool, man.
Thank you.
All right, and so that is the adventure, and this is coming out on Kickstarter, like we say, about 3 weeks. Oh, hey, someone else in the comments. How you doing, Bear?
That's Bear. Yeah.
That's Bear. Hey.
So what kind of games do some of your customers say that they've played? I mean, are they mostly going for post-apocalyptic?
Yeah. Well, there's like.
Or like Fallout or stuff like that?
Yeah, kind of. There's like one guy, David. He was running. So there's the big thing is there's 3 mega cities. There's Detroit Prime, which is like where the president lives, and then there's Kingdom on Miami. That's where like the ninjas and the drugs are, and then Nueva Angeles is like I just think about Predator 2 every time I think about Nueva Angeles. It's like hot, like gang ridden, and then there's aliens everywhere. So he was running out of Miami and doing like a big drug running like ninja gangs on motorbikes with Uzis type of game.
Dear Lord, this is like 1984 called, and we're having a party.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to keep kissing your ass, Brian, but I got to tell you, you have perfectly captured a level of 80s and 90s cheese that I'm just a big fan of. The Brudicorn right here, one of your classes, half bicorn, half machine, all attitude.
Yeah, if like my desk is just covered full of just random 80s and 90s toys. It's just the best. Nothing tops it. Like Toxic Avenger, like Turtles is just the best.
Are we going to be playing this, Mike?
Do you want to run it? I would love to play this. Or Brian, if you want to come on, we have a Monday lunchtime game where we do hour-long sessions. If you want to do a quick demo, if you got time.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
Oh.
Figure it out.
All right. Let me know what Monday around noon Mountain works out for you. We'll definitely would love to have you on.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, because it's just a quick lunchtime thing, just like 45 to 60 minutes.
Yeah,
just,
it's easy. Yeah, like yeah, I mean, this game is perfect for that. Like, you can just do a quick, like, save the president's dog type thing.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Oh my God. Do you have pre-gens and stuff like that?
No. So like, that's the big issue, right? Like we go to cons and everything, and I refuse to do pre-gens, which I will obviously for an hour, but like half the fun is making the characters. So like, I hate to like take that away, because then you always get to the cyber skin, the Ronald Reagan clones, and then everybody like freaks out. So like
the Ronald Reagan clones.
Well, you know what we could do? We could do 2 sessions. Like one session we do character gen, just to walk the viewers through. Let's create a character, and here's how you do that. And then the next session is we do the demo session.
Yeah,
So,
we can do that.
if you want to do that, all right. Let me know if Monday works for you, or if not that, we'll find another day that does. So
Yeah, well, yeah, I just got to figure out my work schedule, and then we can figure it out.
I got you, man. I got you. So yeah, you have Ronald Reagan clones in this. That is,
absolutely.
that rocks.
I mean, if you're doing an '80s '90s game and you don't have a Ronald Reagan clone in it, like, what are you doing?
Fair point, sir. Fair point.
Do you realize that Mike right now is like inwardly jumping up and down because this game was specifically made for him?
Yeah, it almost seems like it was.
Oh yeah, like
I've got Shredder's Revenge on the Nintendo Switch in the
oh
other
yeah,
room.
that's like it's ruining my life right now. Shredder's Revenge, it's so good.
Are we gonna get Punishment 90 on the game so he can try it out?
Punishment 90, if you want in, man. We'll happily invite you to the Monday sessions. You can jump in. Just hit up Walt. We'll work it out. So, Punishment 90 has your email, right?
Oh yeah, he knows how to get a hold of me.
Cool. Wow, this is amazing. So, second printing, working on that. New adventure, working on that. What else?
What in the new printing? Are you going to have new art too, or are you just gonna go with the old layout?
So you want to? Okay, so here's the big thing, right? So in that book there is a hidden class, right? So like in the book somewhere there's a whole class, like a whole layout of all the stuff for a class in there somewhere. So like that's our big thing, is like we hide things, right? So yeah, so the second printing, it's going to be new cover art, but no one's going to see it. I'm not putting it out there until like you get the book in hand, because it's going to have a dust jacket on it. There's going to be a hidden adventure added to the book, and then the back is going to be the back is all changed. I've shown that, but the front, no one's going to know what that looks like until you get it in hand. And then the dust jacket, I've been showing that off, and then then the hidden adventure, and then I'm going to keep the hidden class still in there so people can find it.
Wait. Okay, so you hide a full class somewhere randomly in the book. People have to actually read through to find it. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
That is so cool. You're doing the same thing with it. There's a hidden adventure.
There's going to be. That's like the second printing is going to add a hidden adventure.
Is that the one we were just talking about, the Space Bulk, or a different one?
Different one.
Oh, wow. So there's actually two adventures, but you have to look for the hidden one.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. I love that. That is awesome.
Yeah. This is like, well, I mean, like, it's literally, I sat down and was like, what do I like? You know, this is everything I like. And it's
who did that art up there?
Which one are you looking at?
Yeah, there you go. The guy.
Diogo. I can't even pronounce his name. He's very OSR. He did games and stuff. I cannot remember anything else he's done. I'm sure someone in chat. Diogo Nogueira. No, he's Brazilian.
Oh, Diogo Nogueira.
Yeah. He did the Kickstarter exclusive. So we had two covers. I don't know if I have one floating around. Crap. So we had a second Kickstarter cover that was foil, had like a foil cover to it. And he did that cover, and then he did each class. He did a second portrait for each class too.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah.
That is really cool stuff.
Job. Yeah.
Oh, Dwarfling.
Yeah.
Dwarfling. Mike is right now. Mike is just sitting here like, this is the thing I didn't know I needed in my life.
Yeah, I'm going to be liking a Kickstarter, Brian. That's
very cool.
Stuff.
It's like squats from original 40K.
Yeah. So they came back in April, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, they don't look as good as they did, obviously, back in the day. But I have an affinity for those old, grossly bad 80s Games Workshop models. I think they look awesome.
And you worked in a Heather's joke. That is really cool.
Yeah, the Heather.
Yeah. Nice.
Yep. So how is there a game mechanic for including 1980s, 1990s like memorabilia, like old movies, books, video games? Is there a mechanic for that?
No, not necessarily. It's just everything kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of weird. So it's kind of like everything's like an homage. So I mean, like there's like Roddy Piper's magic glasses is like an item in the game. So it's like more like references to things rather than like actual. But then there are some things like I don't know. It's kind of strange because there's like parody of things. Like there's like Sega Genesis games floating around and stuff, but they're not like actual like like Battletoads or something. It's like combat amphibians, we call them.
Yeah, I understand. There are lawyers out there. So.
Yeah, so it's like essentially like anything you buy on Wish is like will show up in this book. It's like just the knockoff version.
And you got to have the hacker class. That's cool.
Yeah, with the power glove.
Oh my God!
Oh,
the
the power
apocalypse is done by Wish.com. That
Yeah.
is like the greatest tagline ever.
Yeah.
I'm gonna assume that you saw and enjoyed Kung Fury.
Oh, absolutely.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, you've made a customer. I'll definitely be back in this as soon as it comes
I appreciate it. Yeah.
Now, is this as part of Zine Quest 3 or 4? Which is
so no. So that's the weird thing, right? So like I've been planning August for months now, and then like what they literally just dropped like Zine Quest like 3 weeks ago, not even now. They're just like, oh yeah, we're gonna do Zine Quest in August. So it's like, all right, well, cool. Like, what about the rest of us that aren't doing a zine? Like, but so like we kind of hemmed and hawed over it, and I was just like, no, we're still gonna do August. I don't think Zine Quest is gonna affect us.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of cool because August can be sort of a quiet month with all the cons happening, but it was, you kind of wish you had more notice on that, right?
Yeah, well, it's all good. It's whatever. I'm not worrying about it.
Cool. All right, so I could probably go through every single page of all 259 pages in this book, and man, there's just all kinds of cool stuff in here. But I love to have you back on. If we can make Monday happen or whatever day works, let's do character gen. Then just do a short demo. Even if you just want to come on and do a combat session, that'd be fine. I know you're a working man. Don't want to make you have to spend 5 hours prepping an adventure or whatever. Just love to see some more of this. And
no, yeah, I can make something on the fly.
all right, cool. Well, do you got any other questions? Things you want to talk about before we wrap it up?
No, man, this is cool. I like the golds, the what do you call it? The old Conan sword right there.
Yeah.
Right through the logo.
Yeah.
Right. That's pretty dope. Yeah. No, it's good to have fun products on here once in a while with somebody
Absolutely.
who's passionate about the product, because every once in a while you get that dude who's like, I made a game. Do you like it? And then it's 20 minutes of silence, and you're like, dude, you're killing me, bro.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. RPG content or creators are the worst, right? So, like,
they mean well.
No, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah, I get it. Like, but yeah, you got to be like the showman too. You got to sell it.
Yeah. If you have the ability to come on and sell your game and and be passionate about it and have a lot of fun with it too. I took one look at this and I'm like, oh, Mike's going to want to see this.
Hell yeah.
Thank you for bringing it up, man. This is cool.
And to have hardbacks and stuff like that, do you have links for hardbacks or are they completely sold out?
We're almost sold out. I do have like a box or two floating around. So like there is we have a link tree. I can put it in the chat real quick for you.
Yeah, that would be awesome. I'll throw it up.
And there's like a couple places we were selling them on Exalted Funeral, but they sold out. And they're not getting. I gave them more copies, but they haven't put them up, so I don't know what's going on with that. So I'm not really too worried about them.
Mike, I just put the tiny link inside of the.
Oh, cool.
For the Kickstarter.
I will throw that up on that. Wait,
so
I already made one for Linktree. Yeah, I made one earlier for the Kickstarter that had up as a banner. See that one there.
Yep.
Right on.
Perfect. Yeah, and then if you got to have that first edition, because some people got to have all the editions and stuff. You can find me. I'll sell you a copy.
All right, so that's Linktree/NeonLordRPG. They can hook you up with that original undiluted first ed goodness. So
yeah, it's riddled with all the errors and all that good stuff.
That's what first ed's all about. Yeah. I love this. 2 Worlds of the Wasteland. Anyone not wearing armor has an AC of 9. A PC punching with just their meaty hands does 1 point of damage.
Yeah, because it always comes up. Even if after I put that, people just like what's base armor class? It's like, oh well, it's rule number 1 of the Wasteland, 9.
Yeah, it's that's why there are cheat sheets for GMs, because there's always I don't know if
Absolutely.
anyone really reads books and commits them to memory anymore. So I'm gonna have to have some kind of reference. But wow, this is really cool. It's been a pleasure talking to you. I
Yeah, it
could
was
keep
awesome.
on doing this all day, but let's
Yeah.
try to get you back on. Do some character gen, maybe do a quick combat session, and Linktree/NeonLordRPG if you want to get the original one, or Kickstarter link tinyurl.com/neonlords will take you to the Kickstarter page. You can click it and get notified as soon as they launch in like 2.5, 3 weeks. So
Yep.
anyway, Brian, pleasure talking to you.
That was
Walt,
awesome. Thank you.
it's always good to have you as a co-host, sir.
Rock and roll.
And to all of our listeners and viewers, we'll catch you next time on the BAF Podcast.